Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another update of my Canadian Dividend Investing Portfolio series here on YouTube. If you don't know, I'm just a Canadian investor tracking my dividend investing activities using Wealthsimple Trade to buy and sell stocks and tracking everything in this custom Google Sheet that I made and kind of just sharing all of the details along the way for you to see and hopefully learn something interesting about what it's like to be an amateur dividend investor in Canada. So, lately, the stock markets have just been totally trashed. We can take a look here at Wealthsimple Trade at my portfolio, and you can see here actually that all time I'm up 6%. But if we go into, let's go into like the last month or something, down 7% in the last month, down 3% in the last week, and down 1% in the last day. So in the last little while, stock markets have been falling, and something interesting to look at here, especially in Wealthsimple, they give you this graph where the bottom line here is your net deposits over time. And the green line at the top is your total portfolio value. So what you want to see in Wealthsimple, or if you're using another broker and it has a chart like this, is you want to see like your portfolio balance going higher than your net deposits, right? Which was happening up until here. And then you can see here that I've been continuing adding in more deposits. Deposits are going up, and the green line here is just closing that gap. It's just going back down and down and down. So that's not what you want to see, but of course this is the stock market and things go up and down all the time. So this happens to be where we're at, and yeah, that's what we're up against right now. But I'm in here for the long run, and when I can buy companies at a cheaper price than they were previously trading at, then I'm usually okay with that. If I believe that personally that company is probably going to increase in the future, kind of, like way down the road. I'm talking like, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years. That's kind of the time range that I'm working with here. So if prices come down, then I'm still buying usually. But this last week, I bought less stocks than usual. In the past few months, I've typically been investing about $100 a day or $700 a month into my account. And then this last week, I just put in like $300 or something like that. Just kind of chilling here because I get the feeling that this downward trend is going to continue for a while. Who knows? But just in case it's going to go for a while, then I just want to wait, delay a little bit longer until I buy stocks at cheaper prices. But of course, it's a stock market. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows anything. It's all pretty much just imaginary numbers on a screen. And you just got to hope that you eventually take out more than you put in. So with all that said, my stock value was sitting around $75,283, and in the last week I did make some actions. So I made a deposit since the last video, so I'm just actually going to go in here and log all of the updates while I have you here. So we're going to come in here. It was my tax-free savings account. I put in another 150, so that was 300 for the week. It was in Canadian dollars, and I put that one in on May 5th, 2022. I also received a dividend recently since the last video. Let's just scroll down here to the bottom. And this one came from REIUN, REI.UN. This one was actually on May 6, 2022. And these guys sent over $20.40. They're pretty much giving that payment every month, which is pretty nice. Thanks, guys. And that just goes into my brokerage account, which I then use to buy more stocks. So this is the first dividend that I logged in May, so I actually need to go on my summary tab here and update the chart. If you're using the spreadsheet, I made it easier to update the chart now. So right now it only goes to April, and all you have to do is just select these cells, select the bottom row, grab this little handle in the bottom right corner and drag it down. It's going to auto update to May. We're going to see the current total is 2040, which is correct. That's the only dividend that I've logged so far. And now we're ready to keep adding more dividends into that dividend tab, and this bar is just going to keep growing as we receive them. So yeah, well, with that said, last month was the best month yet for dividends. So despite the drop in value in my overall portfolio, last month was still the most dividends I have on record, which is $340. Which I'm pretty psyched about. I get a big spike every 3 months, so I'm expecting May to actually be pretty small. Hopefully a little bit more than 167. It's slowly growing, but definitely nowhere near 340. But on average, they kind of round out to, they average out to about $256 a month, or about $3,078 per year, which is super nice. Which is pretty much like almost guaranteed income, even in turmoil and totally sketchy stock markets. And I actually derive most of my income in life from passive income, not necessarily stocks. The dividend payments, like this $250 a month approximately, is a stream of passive income that I'm trying to develop. And I'm doing that, as you're seeing with this series, by buying more and more dividend paying stocks. But most of my income actually in life comes from YouTube. It's actually not from this channel. It's from a different channel that I run. I've been running it for over 10 years. It has a lot of momentum, but I mostly live off of dividend income. I also do seasonal work as well. But I'm really interested in the concept of passive income, that you, especially like very safe passive income, where if you just decide not to work, or you're unable to work for some reason or whatever, you still have money coming in. And that's something that I like about dividends. It's pretty much a almost guaranteed source that money is going to come in, and that's why I'm into it, and not just buying like growth stocks or tech stocks or whatever, because I do want to start building up another stream of passive income. If you're interested in what it's like to earn passive income and live off of passive income and take advantage of it, just let me know in the comments down below. I'd be happy to make some videos discussing that, because it's not usually the typical content on this channel, but it is something really behind the scenes that motivates me to continue with this investing stuff. But anyways, I'm kind of getting sidetracked here because I wanted to take a look in the portfolio, and we can kind of just run through what's going on in here. I have it sorted. Where do I have it sorted to? I think it was like the percent of holdings. Yeah, mostly the biggest stocks were at the top, but I like sorting it to kind of check out the gains and losses. It's gonna take a second here to load, and this just kind of helps me just realize really what is the scale and scope that I'm looking at with my biggest winners and losers. So my biggest winner is up around 25%, and my biggest loser is down around 25%, and everything else is somewhere in the middle. We're about half green, half red, and this just kind of like gives me some indication about the health of my portfolio. I was looking at what to buy lately, and on Friday I just wanted to make it simple. I only had like around $150 or something in the account, and so I just wanted to make it easy and just like put it all into one company. And the one that I was looking at was actually Allied Properties. They are, I think, my biggest position, or very close to the biggest. Actually, no, they're not. RioCan has more for sure. But they're down, they were down quite a lot. They actually dropped a little bit since I bought them, but I just wanted to add into them while they're down, because in the future I do plan on having more. So I think, you know what, why not just buy them while they're down? And if you look at their spark line here, we can check them. Stop it. We can check them out down here. So since COVID, they've been kind of down in this region, and we're getting back down into that region. So I started buying them around here as I was interested in this level of price. And now that we've kind of gone back down, this is kind of a region that I would like to buy more, because in the future, I personally think that we'll get past this, but who knows? Like I said, it's stock market, and there's just total madness all the time. So anyways, in the transactions tab, I just need to log the transaction, the buy that I did. So I just scroll down to the bottom, and I'm just going to log it in here. So it was TSEAP.UN. I bought them actually on May 5th, 2022. And I bought 4 of them at a unit price of 40.47. And I didn't pay any Canadian or US trading fees, and the currency of that I paid in was in Canadian dollars. So it was a total of 161.68 that I added to them. And so when we come back into the portfolio, you'll see that these numbers have been slightly updated since before. But buying 4 shares, adding 4 shares to previously 120 is not really going to impact like the average price that much. But yeah, it automatically updates in here. And then on the summary tab, mostly I'm interested in this value here, which is my annual dividend income, because at the beginning of the video it was sitting around $3,078, and now we're sitting around $3,085. So that's an increase of about like $7 or something like that, just in passive income. And that extra $7 per year will come from those Allied Properties shares that I just bought. And actually, if you take a look here at the forward annual dividends at $1.75, so that times 4, it works out to be around $7 exactly. So that's exactly why my dividend income has increased, because now I have more dividend paying stocks. So guys, I think that is it for this video. I just rambled a bunch. Stock markets are very sketchy at the moment. I'm continuing to proceed with caution. I will probably continue at a slightly reduced depositing rate, and just kind of check out things, watch and go in slowly. And yeah, but otherwise I'm not going to stop buying stocks. I think I'm going to continue, but just slow it down a little bit and kind of just chill. So guys, if you like the video, if you like dividend investing, and if you're interested especially in learning a little bit about passive income, just let me know, and leave a comment down below. I'll see you guys down there and in the next video.